dominant solo laner plus support roamer that you'll see in today's Dota. I would say maybe rivaled by like Bounty Hunter plus like Death Prophet, or Riki plus Death Prophet. It's very similar in that it's your mid laner's worst nightmare. DK maybe okay.
Well, speaking of the Riki, he doesn't have a Death Prophet to combo with, but this now means Mirana Core. Mirana Core, Slark Core, Beastmaster Core.
They had the silence though. I think they kill rune on the Queen of Pain, and she got 4 minute bounty rune on top. The kill rune going in the way of Mirana.
Ooh, YapzOr with the smoke screen. This could be the first blood right now. He wants to go for the kick, but it won't happen. Limp and they see each other now. Z-Freak as well as Limp were trying to make a bit of a move through the south, but YapzOr rolling balls himself forward. Swindles slowed down, silence dump, the Firefly forward. They're going to get right on top of him, and Swindles, he will burn.
That is
like he just got flagged.
Yeah, I'm actually a little surprised he didn't go for the Kirko. It looks like he...
Oh, Koifa blinks, Stars gets the extra slow into Z-Freak. Smoke screens up, and the kick, and the waveform, and the strike. Oh, perfectly onto Chessie as well as Hanskin. And Chessie, he is low, and the Ice Blast man, he just killed Chessie anyway. He pounded, barely gets out of range. Hanskin will have to sacrifice himself. He goes for the false promise, the TP out, cancelled by YapzOr. And Hanskin, he should just pop, and there she goes. Here, Z-Freak TP'd himself up to the T1 tower on the top lane. Chessie's still walking around with 2.4k gold, and they haven't added any pressure really to this T1 tower. They're sitting at 531 for a lane, which has been pretty... Okay, mid lane, jumps in, lasso, Sonic Wave, and Ice Blast. The lasso holds him perfectly in position. And now it's 4-1, but they realize Hanskin was going to be in the neighborhood, especially when Ira can jump to the replicant, and Hanskin will go down too. The adapted strike thrown back over his shoulder. Izu holds off the fight on the top tier 1, but on the bottom lane, YapzOr brought up by Swindles, put inside the smoke screen. YapzOr needs to get out of range, and he just can't do it. The Ice Blast is coming in, which Z-Freak as well as Swindles will...
That they don't have to worry about any sort of initiation until some time to come. They have to hook it to the bottom.
Well, the Bad Rider's already here under the cover of smoke. The Ice Blast going to fly out, but Cinderu's in trouble. Chessie attacking the arrow from Mirana, able to connect. As now Chessie low on life. Hero jumps forward, but again, the saving grace from the Oracle is able to arrive. Chessie gets the big burst heal. This fight just splits up a little bit. Still sticky napalming up. Keizu jumps in, gets the lasso over on Limp here on the back line. Brought up. Keizu dropping down very low. He will go down, but the trade-off is also going to be with Ira. YapzOr's on the run, but it's Complexity. They are the ones finding the kills. The Sonic Wave bursting through from Koifa, but nothing will stop Chessie from claiming his double kill. Turn on the Magnetize, but they'll all survive.
Imagine if they had combined that with any other spells, even something as simple as a Morphling waveform.
Seemed to be really easy too for Hanskin. Like, he was never really in any kind of peril. We might see peril now as the smoke and Moonlight Shadow. Cinder is going to be the first one isolated. If they can get rid of him nice and quick, you remove the Ice Blast from the field, so Hanskin can do whatever the hell he wants. Down the bottom lane, Keizu, well, he gets to the tree line, can't blink out just yet. He's got the Urn as well as the Orb on him, and now he'll just TP out. But this means the Complexity. No Ice Blast, no Fat Rider anywhere near the pit. It's quick Roshan, but also Riki Z-Freak getting caught out of position. And this point, they might be able to succeed. The scans used by the Radiant side, it should now start to ping and flag red as Complexity. Here they come, Roshan low. He's at 1k live. They've almost finished the job. Here comes Complexity. Arrow will fly forward and hits Koifa. He does have the Aegis Immortal, however. Ira trying to keep Swindle down. They use both the damage strike and well as a stun to hold him. Koifa lets the ulti blow. He triggers the Aegis to the Immortal. Necros are around him. Chessie will get in, and then the blink. They get back up, but is it far enough? No, not with Keizu being broad. They get the adaptive strike, so you will lose the slot. And it's allowing Ira to block the path with the Morphling, but Hanskin giving them a license to just keep on fighting. Ira on the run, another kick, catching out two. Ira needs more time. The Linkers is finally back off cooldown. He'll waveform up. Can he survive? He holds in the tree line. There's not enough mana for him to TP out. They don't realize he's in the trees. He'll start the TP. Swindles now. The axes will fly, but it's all a little too late. The
for a couple of things, the TP mid, so they could smoke came out a little bit late. Hanskin, I believe, was waiting for several ward coming from the chicken.
They're prepping. There's Shalib. And, well, Keizu can't survive all. No, yeah, he can't survive. I think YapzOr wasn't going to control up enough. And then, well, Z-Freak, he's coming back in. Did he actually think that was a real Cinder? Either way, it was a replicate. They're going to boulder, 4 staff out. As he's still on the hunt under the cover of the Moonlight Shadow. Synderen, he's a little bit out of position here. Swindle's going to start with a raw Necrobox, and Synderen, he will evaporate his ice. Does have a replicate, and in fact, Escape. They're in a position where they can try and contest this, and then throwing the jump from Chessie. Going on Kuiper, he'll blink away Keizu. Now with the last two, they're bringing Chessie in deeper. They do have the vision with the Sentry Ward going down, as well as the Gem. They can see Chessie until he goes to Shadow. It's the Sonic Wave! It hits huge! It hits 3! They turn the Magnetize as well, but Synderen, well, he's old reliable. Down again, 3 for 1 is the trade-off. All up from Yamsor, but he's playing catch with his dad. He hits the arrow limb perfectly on Yamsor. Say goodbye to him. The only upside from this is the fact that Keizu was able to survive, and he
just needs to keep on pushing, try and wear out this Aegis, but with a minute and a half left, Complexity.
Keizu swindles, blink roll forward. It's going to be the Gem lost for Escape. Detection is gone. Then again, no one is here who has an inventory slot to hold on to it.
And there's a refresher up on the Beastmaster.
Yep.
Swindles has the farm.
He's ready to go again. Hasn't triggered it just yet, but now the blink forward. Cinder is so low. They get the Sonic Wave off the Limp. He's protected. 3 heroes down for Escape. Complexity can just keep pushing. Hanscom, the perfect saving timing, so Complexity can just keep going. No big oldies up, and there's your blink refresher or Hera getting hit by the arrow too. They bring him down. Chessie is, however, still very, very low. The tower damage was actually killing him off. He has the Aegis team on, so he knows he's going to be okay. Z-Freak, however, okay, no, he's actually fine. Hanscom got rid of the Orchid effect, so Z-Freak was not going to pop from it. It was a nice play from Kuiper, but better from Hanscom, who has just been every time there for his team.
Escape really have nothing left at this point. Kokova will take a spill, and that's one buyback coming out for them.
This Ice Blast has to be huge. It's going to hit over on 3 heroes as Swindles. Very deep underneath the tier 4 towers. Once TP out, won't be able to happen. And now they blink forward, finding Chessie. Complexity. There's some freebies coming the way right now of Escape. They still put the mid-ranks. Kuiper cops narrow to the face. Z-Freak jumps in. Smoke screen up, and now they both get kicked. Sentry Wards are down. So they can see Z-Freak. He has to go into his ultimate, try and protect himself for the moment as this fight splits into multiple parts. Z-Freak has to go south where Yapsor's hunting him, but as Chessie is dropping down low, the Orchid will help pop him. The Gem recovered from Escape, and Complexity, they have just given a lifeline here to Escape. A get out. They smoked well away from Escape's wards. And they, they're coming into the Radiant Jungle. And who are they going to find? Keizu is the closest one. Moonlight Shadow's going to trigger as well, because Keizu doesn't care about that. He's got the Gem. Then they jump forward. They find Kuiper. The Ice Blast connects over on 3. They need a little bit more damage. You know, the last 2! Keizu, we got a neutral! Hera! Oh boy! He'll go down as well. They can't get the Mortaling out. The Roars on Keizu. Stay exactly where you are and think about what you did. Complexity. They take 3. The supports are the only ones left alive. I think Yapsor's going to try and make a little bit more space. He's going to go on and play here on Swindles on the mid lane, turning on the silence. He needs to find this kill to try and slow down anything, as Swindles actually going to go down to Magnetize. Ticking, and boom. He'll drop down. Yapsor gets some level of freedom. The Necro Books may claim his life in return, especially when he kills him. He'll take the money, but he'll die for the cause. It may have
even really seeming close to what Alexi's net worth was, despite it not really being that out of hand for most of the game, man. I think a rather underwhelming performance from Keizu this game. He was up against a very difficult Batrider lineup, but I still think like there's always something you can do with Batrider.
They're going to try and have a play here. Cinder doesn't have an ultimate, so Keizu just BKBs and lassos. He's buying time. In 2 seconds, they come back up, and they BKB, TP out Chessie. Hanscom is going to be the sacrificial lamb for Complexity, but you don't really care. Hanscom will drop, but you manage to get Megas.
I think that was the only time he's lassoed the Oracle.
And GG. Escape will call it. They say there is no more joy to be had here. Complexity, they definitely didn't do it smoothly though. Complexity had like that one push that went down the mid. It's got a couple of question marks to be had. Like, do they overstay their welcome? Is this just first game jitters as well coming out from Complexity?
I think the levels, like level 7 Beastmaster kit was more important and really slowed them down a lot. But I think overall very solid play from Complexity. They had a game plan, and I think Escape Strike was a little bit weak, in particular the